Welcome to Money Patterns Decoded. Money is never just about money, it is a pattern. Today we expose one of those hidden patterns, see exactly how it controls your finances, and discover the precise shift that can set you free. Let's begin. Here's a sharp fact. The kindest, most service-driven people I meet are often the ones with the tightest bank balances. They give generously, they hold sacred space, they heal, and they chronically undercharge. Why does virtue so often look like poverty? Because generosity without structure becomes a leak. The kind act is honored, but the container that holds value is compromised. I call this pattern the sanctified discount pattern. It's the habit of converting spiritual humility into a pricing ceiling, treating lower fees as moral good. In the next few minutes, I will show you the hidden wiring of this pattern, the energetic geometry behind it, and teach you one exact 2-minute daily ritual, the price blessing, that reprograms permission to receive. You can test it for 7 days and see measurable change. First, the psychological mechanism. Most people trapped in this pattern are carrying 3 moves at once: shame around asking, hunger for approval, and a moral narrative that frames sacrifice as the highest spirituality. Shame says, I don't deserve more. Approval seeking says, if I charge less, they'll like me. And the moral story says, to be holy is to suffer financially. These moves conspire to fix your price ceiling. No matter how skilled you are, your inner rules silently cap what you will accept. Now, the pattern isn't only psychological, it's energetic. Imagine your self-worth is a number, and that number is also a frequency. In numerology, the digits you associate with money, your personal pricing anchors, shape permission. If you habitually choose numbers that end in low digits, you're sending an energetic signal of smallness. Sacred geometry adds another layer. Boundaries are shapes. A well-formed container, an equilateral triangle, or a clean circle holds and redirects energy. But porous geometry, a shape with gaps, lets value leak out. Finally, Rosicrucian inversion, the alchemical trick that sanctifies sacrifice. Historically, hidden schools taught that renunciation is spiritual progress. When renunciation is misapplied to commerce, it flips value into moral currency. So discounting becomes a badge instead of a failure to price. Here's a reframing that lands fast. Stop thinking of discounts as generosity. Think of them as breaches in your vessel. Picture your finances as a clay amphora. Each discounted invoice is a crack where money seeps out. Fixing the crack isn't unkind. It preserves the water so you can share more sustainably. A sealed vessel doesn't hoard. It enables larger, healthier circulation. The sealed geometry looks clean and intentional. Clear pricing, stated boundaries, and offers that match value. That's what abundance requires. Intact containers, not heroic sacrifice. Now the practical part, the 2-minute price blessing. This is a daily ritual to recalibrate permission to receive. It takes 2 minutes before you send invoices, post prices, or accept a client. Step 1. Take a breath and state aloud, I bless this price as honest work and rightful exchange. Step 2. Anchor numerically. If your standard fee ends in a figure that has felt small, say 97 or 150, round to a clearer geometry, 100, 150, 250. If you use sliding fees, set a clear top line and a compassionate, time-limited offer, rather than an open-ended discount. Step 3. Mark the invoice with a tiny symbol, a single dot or a simple triangle, so your nervous system recognizes this as sacred commerce. Say the line once more, I bless this price as honest work and rightful exchange. That's it. 2 minutes. Exact words. A number shift. A marker on the bill to retrain your system. How to test it across 7 days. Every morning perform the price blessing before you post prices, draft offers, or send proposals. Track 3 metrics. Did you keep the prices stated? Did any clients negotiate? And what changed in your internal feeling about asking? Record outcomes in one line, price kept, /negotiated, /felt, so you can spot patterns. Guard for sabotage. When an old voice says, you should give them a break, respond with curiosity, not shame. Ask, what boundary is this request asking me to cross? And consult your ethics. Match any concession with a clear added condition, shorter timeline, limited scope, or explicit testimonial consent. Tie every discount to a structure, so it isn't a leak but a strategic choice. Recap. The sanctified discount pattern converts humility into a pricing ceiling through shame, approval hunger, and misapplied renunciation. Energetically, it appears as low numeric anchors and porous boundary geometry. The shift is simple and practical. Seal your vessel with clear numbers, a daily 2-minute price blessing, and invoice markers that retrain your nervous system. Test for 7 days, measure honestly, and pair any fee change with clarified delivery, so value and price remain ethical and aligned. If you want the full chapter, the ritual worksheet, and a deeper mapping of the numerology and boundary geometries I just described, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com. The worksheet gives the exact invoice marker symbols, suggested numeric anchors, and a 7-day tracking template so you can run this experiment cleanly. One shift changes your financial destiny. So test it, measure it, and iterate. Money is a pattern. Awareness is the key. That is the money pattern. That is the mechanism. And that is your shift today. If you're ready to decode the full architecture of your financial life, explore my complete library at Desmarques.com.